Hello, my name is Mark Egeland. I'm the general manager of Catrike. I'm here with RecumbentPDX. Yeah, so Catrike was founded by Paulo Camasmi. He's a Brazilian mechanical engineer from São Paulo, Brazil. He did his internship at Chrysler in Detroit, and after he completed that, he went back home and told his wife that he wanted to move to the United States and live the American dream. He wanted to make recumbents more modern and use aluminum and do different things that a lot of people told him there's no way you could do that. He bought a CAD program called TurboCAD, was probably like 1999 at Office Depot, and started like making these 2D drawings of the trikes that he wanted to design. And then he hired a company in California to build his trikes. So he got maybe 15 made and came to Interbike and sold them all, and then went back to this manufacturer and said, okay, I want to place another order, and they told him, no, we can't do this for you anymore. So he said, okay, I'm going to do this myself. So he went out and bought a drill press for whatever reason and a welder, and it was a guy named Herbie that brought a welder to him and said, yeah, sure, I'll show you how to weld. And so he came and he dropped the welder off and said, here's how you turn it on, here's the torch, and left. So Paulo said, okay, I'll figure this out. So he's burned and shocked for a week or so. Then he decided he had to actually hire a welder, so he found someone that could weld a couple trikes a week after he would manufacture a few parts. The first Catrike that really went into production was the Catrike Road that he manufactured himself. We have two mechanical engineers, and then Paulo, the founder, is also a mechanical engineer. So we look at everything on the trike, from weight distribution to braking dynamics, everything that makes one of our trikes handle really well. We also design for manufacturing, so it's really easy to make. I think that's really important. Like, you can design anything and have somebody else make it, and then they have to figure out how to make it. We do everything from designing and manufacturing, so as we move on through the company and as it grows, we have all this intellectual knowledge that you would not have unless you made these parts yourself. We do lean manufacturing, so we call that Kaizen, constant improvement. It's basically one-piece flow just in time, so we're definitely not a warehouse and we're definitely not a bank. So you don't want to buy 6,000 parts to get them $1 cheaper. You want to use your cash flow to bring just enough parts in that you have enough safety stock that you can keep producing trikes. And we also make them one at a time, so it's really advantageous to do that because it's a lot more efficient, and if you do make a mistake, you might make one or two mistakes, whereas if you batch a whole bunch of stuff or buy thousands of parts, they could all be wrong, and then you'll get yourself in trouble in a hurry. All of our fixtures are carefully built, that they're made for manufacturing. It's easy for all of our factory workers to use. It's repeatable. We have production sheets on each one of our fixtures, so we can cross-train our employees. So if somebody's missing or for sick or vacation, then we're cross-trained and we don't lose any production. Our core manufacturing is the frame, so we make 100% of the frame ourselves. Starts out with raw materials, aluminum. We get it cut to certain lengths, so different models have different size tubing. So we really pay a lot of attention to how much waste we have, and then it's bended and fabricated and passed down to the welders on a shop walker. Our shop walker starts out, it's really a pegboard with some hooks and drawers, and so when they start cutting all the aluminum, they can put it onto the shop walker, pick the CNC parts that we have pre-made, and bring all the parts along through the benders and the notching process. By the time it gets to the welder, all the parts are manufactured, all the joints are perfect, everything's been prepared for the welders to have a nice clean material that they can make beautiful welds. We've been building our own wheels. We have a Holland's Mechanic wheel line, so it consists of a lacing machine, a stabilizing machine which takes the stress out of the wheel, and then the robot that trues it. So we make 100% of our wheels in-house. One thing we also do about lean manufacturing is we use a pull system. So whatever the assembly line requires, we just replenish what they use during that day. We have a vending machine from a company called Fastenal that we can put supplies, hole saws, acetone, those kind of things, nuts and bolts, kits that we use in assembly. And then I have a minimum quantity set on there, so as soon as it gets to that quantity, this vending machine shoots an email to the company, and then they come and replenish what we have utilized. So we never have to place any orders. When we redesign a product or add something to it, I think we do our due diligence to make sure that it's something that's designed properly, that we don't have to recall or redo or not necessarily make something that we don't want to do. We have over 200 dealers worldwide. Many good dealers like RecumbentPDX gives us a lot of feedback of what they want, what their customers want. The whole culture of Catrike is U.S. manufacturing. We have over 20 employees right now. They're all part of our family. So we want to make sure they have health insurance, they're taken care of, retirement programs. We cross-train everybody. We're really into education, and we'll send our employees to different classes to improve what they're doing. And just the whole culture is make the community better, make products in the USA.